welcome back to Ready to Homeschool. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Burrows and Holes. It's a Gather Round Homeschool unit for pre-readers. So it's the Ready to Read 1 book. There are 4 books in the Ready to Read program, and then there are 4 books in the Letters and Numbers program. If you would do that before Ready to Read, if your child is not ready for Ready to Read. And there's more information on the Gather Round website that tells you how to know which book they're ready for. We're going to take you through a lesson with us today, but it's also just a regular homeschool day for us. So we'll have all of our kids together. My 1-year-old is sleeping for the moment, napping. My 2-year-old is here with a nail file. And this is my 5-year-old Gia. And she is the one who I'm doing the Burrows and Holes program with. She also does our main unit studies from Gather Round with us. So typically what I'll do on a day that we're going to do a Burrows and Holes lesson is we'll read the lesson first, and then we'll go ahead and do the space lessons. And then while the boys are doing their binder pages for the space lesson, she'll work on her Ready to Read pages. Because the pre-reader pages in the main unit studies have only 2 pages, just so that your younger kids feel connected with the lesson and it still has that family style unit study feel to it. But it's not enough for them to learn to read on their own. So that's where you would add in the Ready to Read program. However, the Burrows and Holes lessons do have interesting information for the older kids too. So I have them sit in on the reading and learn and engage, and it's still something we do together. Usually we start out with a declaration that we do, just positive declaration about like what we want to be and who we want to be and how we want to put God first. Then we do a prayer for Christians in other countries from our prayer calendar, where every day there's a different country and just a little bit of information about who to pray for that day. So we do that. And then we also connect that with geography because, yes, it's on. Go over with Justice or get a book. Can you look at Noah's Ark? And then we'll also look to find where the people live that we're praying for. Then we just kind of follow this clipboard for what we're going to do for the rest of the day. So this is how we kind of organize our day. Like I do this for them in the morning so that they know how to focus their morning. So for example, their top goals, these are like the main things I want them to focus on, to do their math, because they pretty much do that on their own, make their beds, be kind. Then I give them some ideas of things that they can do to help take care of our home. I try not to call it chores because really it's just taking care of our home. It's not like a negative thing. Then a main thing I wanted them to do today was clean off the stairs, because everybody kind of puts things there to put upstairs and then we don't always get to it. And then I tell them like what time we're going to start the lesson, and then remind them to eat a healthy filling snack so they're not hungry during the lesson. And then usually I'll have them grab a book and a cozy spot 15 minutes before we start so they can just kind of settle in and read and relax and be ready to go. And down here, I leave this space for if they think of anything that they want to write down. And then over here, this is more for me, but also for them so that they can see what we're doing that day. And sometimes it changes, but this is just kind of like my rough idea. What I try to do for Gia is to just start familiarizing her with some of the words that will be on our clipboard, and then also just so she can feel like she can look at it and start to figure it out, even though she's not fully reading yet, is I'll draw like a little picture. Like for make your bed, I put a picture of a bed next to bed. For home, I underlined it, and then I put a picture of a house. And then for the stairs, for clean off the stairs, I put a little picture of the stairs.
Can I see? Can I look at that?
Yeah, so February's over, and it's the first day of March. And it's, do you know what day of the week it is? It's actually not Sunday. Yesterday was Sunday. Today is Monday. It looks like one person got their math done. Who was it, Jenny? Okay, so you'll need to do that. So who wants to do the declaration today?
I do.
Okay.
I'm a new creation because of my faith in Christ. My life has value because God created me.
I remember the gist of it. I'll try to say the actual verse.
Okay.
If any of you lacks wisdom, ask the Lord, and He will give it to you or something.
Yeah, really good, Bug. So we have March, so this is our first day of March. So look, Jeeves, on the calendar, because we're going to actually do your March calendar today in your binder. So Monday, March 1st. So today we're praying for the people of Jordan. Hi, baby. Who would like to lead the prayer? Hold on, we're going to let Jackie, because you did the declaration, Justice did the scripture. But before you start to pray, so let's see if we can find Jordan.
I know what it's gonna be. Jordan River?
That would probably be near where we're trying to find, right? So,
Lord, I pray for the people in Jordan. For
so our next devotion that has to do with space and indescribable is Great Balls of Fire. And the scripture that it says is, God did not give us a spirit that makes us afraid. He gave us a spirit of power and love and self-control.
What does God do with all that power? He gives His power to you. When you are tired of trying to do the right thing and getting nowhere, when your worries make you afraid to take a step.
All right, Jackie, you're going to do the prayer and the be amazed.
okay. Lord, I will never look at the sun quite the same way. Your power is awesome.
What do we think about that? Like, kind of, what's the takeaway from the devotion today?
Basically, just showing how God's power, like powerful God is.
So what's really cute about this is that in the beginning of every unit, there's a letter from Rebecca, who wrote this curriculum and founded it. And she's a homeschool mom of 5 also, just like me. So I think it's pretty cool. She writes a letter directly to the student. And then you have your table of contents. We are in week 6 and we're starting lesson 21. Some activities that we really liked in here is like there's this graphing activity where we actually made like a little square die out of paper and she had to roll it, and then every time one of the words came up she would graph it. So it was a really cool way to introduce graphing. That was something fun that we really liked. There's a lot of like cutting out and pasting. There's calendar reminders because she does a calendar. So when it's introducing a new word family, there's a page that looks just like this, and then there'll also be a new consonant blend friend. Another graph. This one was really cool where she just had to come up with different things that we always keep in the house, like food items, and then go and find them and count them and graph them. So there's scripture, so she'll just do like the copy work for the scripture and we talk a little bit about it. There's always some math. Gather Round covers all subjects for the older ages other than math, but in pre-reader and in the letters and numbers and ready to read, it does also cover math for them. So here was her calendar for January and February, and then we also use this, I make this in cardstock, and then we also use this kind of as like her bookmark so she can get to where we left off. Here was a word search, so we needed. Okay, so in the teacher's guide, you have the table of contents. So again, we're in week 6 and we're on lesson 21. So I'll go to page 50. Page 49 gives you an overview of what we'll cover for the week. And it'll tell you like what for science, what for Bible, for language arts, for math, for art, and for social studies. And then it'll even tell you under language arts the word family we're going to work on, the sight word, and the consonant blend friend. So there's a new word family, sight word, and consonant blend friend each week. And then it also tells you the life skills we'll work on. So then on page 50, you can see that we're learning about fungi. You have the little short lesson, the Bible connection, and the discussion questions for the end. All right, guys, so today we're learning about fungi. You guys know what fungi is?
stuff in your body or something.
Jackson, any thoughts about what fungi is?
Like, here's an example of fungi. If you stay in the same clothes for a while, fungi is eventually going to grow and it's going to get some type of rash.
Yeah, you can get a fungus. Justice, like, can you think of any other places that you might get a fungus?
On your feet. Yeah, on your feet.
Yeah, people can get fungus on their feet, but I mean, like, is there anywhere else that fungus grows other than on people's bodies?
Oh, yeah, in like forests and stuff, mainly.
In
On
forests,
trees.
so on trees, yeah.
Moss.
In houses?
Yep. Fungus can grow in your house.
On your hair.
Fungus can grow down.
Maybe on your scalp, which is kind of gross to think about.
Mold is considered fungus?
Yeah, mold is a fungus.
Yeah.
And then, so on your food, right?
So it could be like on your facey face.
Yeah, I think you could get a fungus on your face, which is pretty gross.
Talk about that right now.
Some kinds are microscopic, which means they are too small to see. If you want to see them, you need to look at a microscope. So for the Bible connection, it's asking us to read Proverbs 14:25. Can you pull that up for us, Justice, and read it to us?
The true witness delivereth souls, but a deceitful witness speaketh lies.
Okay, so this week we'll be thinking about making wise and foolish choices with our words. So Gigi, what are we going to be thinking about this week?
Wise and foolish choices.
Yep, wise and foolish choices with our words. Okay, so now we have our let's talk about it. So what does microscopic mean?
It means that it's moldy and stuff.
So when in the lesson it said that sometimes you have to use a microscope to see fungi. Why would that be? Why would you need a microscope to see something?
It's so tiny.
Exactly. It's so small that you actually have to use a microscope. So what do you think microscopic means if it's saying that you need a microscope to see it because it's so small? What do you think microscopic means?
I think it means like you just need a microphone.
Yeah, you need a microscope because it's too small to see with your eyes alone, right?
Yeah.
Good. Are all mushrooms poisonous, Gia?
No.
No, not all.
The ones that you get from the store, those are okay to eat. But the other ones in the woods and stuff, those are poisonous.
I mean,
Yep.
some mushrooms in the wood can not, still be not poisonous.
Good point. What's a fungi that we know of that grows in the woods that's not poisonous?
Some mushrooms.
Would moss be considered
Yes.
fungi?
I'm not sure. We have to research that. But there's one I can think of that you guys love.
What? Mushroom?
Wait,
A fungus that grows in the woods on a tree that's not poisonous. It's actually really good for you.
Shadow.
Yeah, shaga mushrooms. Right? That's a fungi, Deej. Did you know that?
Yes, I will never drink shadow ever again.
All right. Can you name a fungus, Gia, that grows on old bread?
No, not really.
What about you, Jax?
Mold.
Mold.
Oh yeah, mold.
Mold is a fungus. All right, guys. So we did our Burrows and Holes lesson. We're going to do our space lesson.
Mommy, what's the difference with an apple and that? This one is moldy and stuff.
Yeah, this one's
And
got
then
mold on
this
it.
one is ripe and you can eat it. And
Exactly.
you can't eat the old one.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to eat the moldy one.
You definitely don't.
All right, guys, so you're going to turn to your lesson on Jupiter, which is lesson 10. So go ahead and open to your notebooking page so you know what you have to take notes on while we read through the lesson. So we have Jupiter, lesson 10. So some quick facts. Its distance from the sun is 483 million miles, or 778 million kilometers, or 5.2 astronomical units. So So we'll go through the rest of the space lesson together, and Gigi will kind of jump in and out of it, which is totally fine. She'll draw and she'll play on her trapeze and color. So we just finished up our space lesson, and the boys are going to start their binder pages, and Gia and I are going to start her Burrows and Holes pages. The thing that we're doing today in Burrows and Holes is learning a new word family word. So I just read this to her, and then we go over it together. So Gia, it says, look carefully at the words on this page. What do they all have in common?
So they all have a T and E at the end.
Yeah, they have a T and an E. Is it in that order or is it in a different order?
So
take a look at them. So did they go T-E or did they go E-T?
E-T.
So can you take a crayon, Gigi, or a colored pencil and color the part that is the same for all of these words? We're going to read these words together.
Like right here.
Yep, but you're going to do that first. So just color the part that's the same, right?
There.
Good job, Gigi. That was quick. Okay, so we're going to read these together. Each of these words is part of, look at, the et word family, which means they end with the sound et. We need to look at the beginning of the word and say the sound that begins the word. Then we combine that beginning sound with the sound of the letters that end the word. Let's take a look at this first one, Gigi. I'm going to show you how I figure out this word in the et word family. You ready? So, et.
Get.
Get. Good. So you can use your finger the same way. Look, Gigi. So I want you to try another word and use your finger the same way. So do you notice how I said et, get? Okay, so you're going to need to get on the right side.
Jet.
Good. Jet. Can you do another one?
Loud.
So that's a consonant blend, friend. Anytime there's a new consonant blend, there is the little word card for it. And so this is new for her today. So here's your new consonant blend, friend.
Okay.
So let's see if we can sound that out so that we know what sound that makes. Can you sound this out? Fr. Fr. You're right. So look at. So if we look back at this one that you were just doing, we do fr, et. What do we get?
Fret.
Fret. Now fret is a tricky one. Do you know what fret means?
No.
Boys, do either of you know what the word fret means?
Fret.
Like,
Frying.
So frying is a word that uses the consonant blend friend fra. But let's see if the boys know what fret means. You guys know what fret means?
like when people say like don't fret, it's kind of like don't worry in a way.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
to fret means to worry. So if you're all stressed out about something, Gigi, right? And I say don't fret, that means don't worry. Let's look next, Gigi, at the rest of the words. So far we've done get, we've done fret, we've done jet. So can you figure out the other 5 words?
I want to see what this one is.
All right, try it.
So is it met?
Yes, like I met a new friend.
Like
Keep
I
going.
met a hamburger.
You met a hamburger? You're silly. So what letter is this? W, but it actually makes what sound? What.
Why?
So whoop, et.
Wet.
Yes.
Like I got wet because I was going in the pool.
Yeah, good. Gigi. So we're going to do our new calendar because it's March, the first day of March, right? So I have a new calendar for you. All right, Gigi, so you have your new calendar. So we're gonna put it right here. So what I do is I'll write lightly the name of the month, and then I'll put in the day that it is, and then she'll trace the name of the month, and she'll trace that day, and then she'll decide what she wants to do to signify that we are like checking off that day. So either just a check mark or a sticker, or she'll draw something that we did that day. So it's totally up to her, just a way to like check it off, and sometimes she'll choose a fun way to do that.
I'll go get a color pencil.
You can get a colored pencil.
Okay.
Okay, so March, the month of March. Can you think about what letters are in that month? March. So what do you think it starts with?
An M.
Yeah? Good. So we'll draw a capital M. And then we have an A, Mar. What do you think what sound do you hear next? Mar. Yeah. So we have an R, and then Ch. So the Ch.
J.
Nope, the Ch. You didn't learn this one yet. So Ch is CH. Okay, so you'll trace that, and then in today's Monday, and it's the first day of the month. So which number should I put here?
1.
Good. So we'll put a 1 there. All right, and we can do that because that was yesterday, and that's not part of March. So while Gia works on her calendar, I'm just going to show you some of the things she has in here. So like I mentioned before, there's a new sight word every week. So we'll go over these in just a little bit. Then she has her consonant blend friends because there's a new one of those every week. And then she has her word family card. So she'll have the word family on the front and then some words that go along with that word family on the back so we can practice those. And then she just has some other things in here that I do with her that are not from this unit, but we just keep all of those like sight word cards and some math stuff in there. And then another really cool thing about the Burrows and Holes is when they're done with a word family, they'll make one of the little books. Like this is the My Ann book. And inside, so they cut it out and they staple it and color it. And then inside, the words in green are the ones that she reads, and then the words that are black are the ones that I read. So the ones that are in green are either words from that word family or sight words that she's learned so far. The thing we have to do says, when we read, it's important to think about the meanings of the words we read. Listen carefully to what I say and follow my instructions. Circle the word that means an animal that could live inside our house. So find the word that means an animal that could live inside our house. Good, circle it. So what word is that?
Pet.
Pet. So go ahead and circle it. So next one says, draw an X on the word that means to worry about something. So do you remember what word we learned that means to worry about something? First, let's see if we can remember the word. Do you remember that word? It included our consonant blend friend, fra. And then it's an et word family word. So it's fret, means to worry about something.
Don't fret, Mommy.
Yeah, don't fret, Gia. So can you find the word fret on this page? Fret.
Fret.
Good. So,
Draw X on it.
yep. Good job. Next, you're going to find the word that means something that flies like an airplane. So Gigi is just working on coloring her mushrooms.
There you go. Is that one?
Mm-hmm. You still coloring, Gigi?
Yep.
All right. How much more time do you think you need?
I think I need 5 minutes.
Okay.
I need 2 or 3.
Okay.
I don't know.
Juju, what do you have?
Yeah.
You have the basket? Good. So Gia finished her mushrooms. Nice job, Gigi. I like the colors. And so now we're gonna read.
This is a poison.
Okay, so Brianna accidentally broke her mom's vase when she was climbing up onto the countertop to get something. What do you think Brianna should do?
She should tell the truth.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right. Chad's dad asked him if he had brushed his teeth. What do you think she should do, Gigi?
Tell her mom.
Tell her the truth? Yeah, I think so too. Good job. So in all of these situations, you said that you think that they should tell the truth, right? Oopsie, Juju. Did you fall down? Oh. So I just wanted to show you some other cool things that weren't necessarily in our lesson for today. Like this page was not in our lesson for today. It's for tomorrow, but Gia wanted to do it, so we did it. And it's kind of cool because, you know, we can be flexible even with these lessons. So if she's tired or if she's getting a little bit frustrated or overwhelmed, then we stop for the day and we save the pages for another day. Or if she's really into it and she wants to, you know, keep going, we can keep going. But this next little activity for tomorrow looks like a lot of fun. This is like a slider, and it's similar to one that we've done in the past in this unit that we really liked, and I'll show you. It's really cool because they can just slide to make different words in the am word family, and it looks like this activity for tomorrow is the same way with the et word family, and it's a jet, so that's pretty cool. And then I also wanted to show, because there wasn't any addition, there was math, like the calendar counts as math on some days, but I just wanted to show you some of the other examples of what you'll see. Like tomorrow we get a new sight word and it's was, so she'll trace it, write it, find it, color it, and then cut and paste it in the right order. Connect the dots. Some more information, like some reminders about facts about fungi. And then we have kind of some left and right review. So circling one on the left or right, a calendar reminder. Then some more work with words, like a review of words in different word families. And then lesson 23, some addition. So you can see what some of the addition practice looks like. And then here's some information about straight and curved lines. And then I wanted to get to this point to show you the little mini books, what they look like before they're made. So this is what they look like. They color them, they write their name and date, then they cut them out. And then we put them, staple them together. And then again, I read what's in black and she reads what's in green. So another thing I wanted to show you guys is sort of how I make records for what we've done for the day. I always have a loose plan, like I mentioned. I put it on the clipboard of what we're going to do. When we're done with the lessons for the day, I'll go through and just write in my planner what we did, and that's kind of how I record keep. So it's pretty casual, but it does capture what we do. All right, so here's my planner from last week. As you can see, I write down the things that we do, and then I'll always have like this week's learning goals, like things that we definitely want to make sure that we do. Sometimes they're longer, sometimes they're shorter. And then so for today, I just wrote down that we did film Burrows and Holes for you guys. We did our declaration, our prayer for martyrs, in John 3:5. We did Indescribable, Devo, page 36. We did Burrows and Holes, lesson 21, and then we did Space, lesson 10, Jupiter. And I just need to also add, like we'll do read alouds, and the boys did their math, so I'll include that here as well, and anything else that we do that can fit in with that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing what a Gather Round Homeschool lesson is like. If you like Burrows and Holes, I would definitely go to Gather Round Homeschool. I'll link it in the description and check out the Burrows and Holes Ready to Read. If you think that they're beyond what we did today in Burrows and Holes, then maybe you would take a look at book 2 or book 3 or maybe even book 4. If you think they're not ready, sorry, that's Juju playing with the rainbow. If you think they're not ready, then maybe check out the letters and numbers. They look really cool. We didn't get to do it because we were already past that point when those were released. So thank you for doing a lesson with us today.
If you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Anything else?
Smash that like button. Like button.
Please click the like button, subscribe, comment below. Follow us on Instagram where you'll have more day-to-day updates of what we do and tips and just normal big family life. Also check out our Etsy store for some of our fun learning signs. And Gia has 2 lost teeth that clearly she wants to
And one
show.
on the bottom is growing in.
One on the bottom is growing in, right? Very beautiful teeth. Also, I just opened up a Teachers Pay Teachers. You can check that out. And you can get Gia's shirt from today at Nature Supply Co. And I'll link that as well. So until next time,
Stay rooted.